Today we are going to learn lesson 9 to solve linear equations. Solving linear equation means working out the value of the unknown letter. The question here: 2x plus 3 equals 4. We need to solve the value of x because x is unknown letter. What you can do is undo everything that surrounded x until x stands by itself. In order to do that, we need to do opposites. The opposite of adding is subtracting, and the opposite of multiplying is dividing. Let's come back to this example. 2x plus 3 equals 4. The opposite adding 3 is subtracting 3. So we subtracting 3 on this side. However, I cannot subtract 3 on one side. I do need to subtract 3 on the other side. So that I have to do the same thing on the right-hand side of the equal. Here, 3 minus 3 equals 0. It cancelled. You will find whenever you do the opposite, it always cancels. On the right-hand side, you have to calculate. So 4 minus 3 equals 1. Now, I am left with the equation 2x equals 1. X is currently being multiplied by 2, as we know that the opposite of multiply is divide. Also, we do the same thing on the both sides of the equation. We divided 2 here, while we divided 2 on the other side of the equation. Now, we can cancel the 2 here, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. On the other side, 1 divided by 2 is 1 over 2. Finally, we solve the equation. Let's look at the second example. 5 minus 2x equals 12. I need to get rid of this 5. Although it's a bit confused because of the minus here, but we also should remember we always leave whatever it is closest to the letter until the end. Compared to the 3 digits, 5, minus 2, and 12. 2 is the closest, so we should leave minus 2 until the end to deal with. Let's look at the positive 5. Because it's a positive 5, so we need to use subtract. Of course, on both sides of the equation. I minus 5 on this side, also minus 5 on the other side of the equation. Here goes to 0. Then put the rest of them down, which is minus 2x. Don't forget minus. On the right hand side is 7, because 12 minus 5 equals 7. As we know, minus 2x equals minus 2 times x. The opposite of multiplying is dividing, so we are going to divide minus 2. On the right hand side, 7 is going to divide it by minus 2 as well. Then, the answer is minus 7 over 2. Next example, 3. 2x plus 4 over 9 equals 2. First, I need to get rid of the big fraction. Remember, when you see this line, this means divided by 9. The opposite of the dividing is multiplying. So here, we need to multiply both sides of the equation by 9. It cancels, so you just left with 2x plus 4. On right hand side, you have to calculate 2 times 9 equals 18. Now, it looks like one of the answers I did earlier. I have to subtract 4 on both sides of the equation. Here cancels, and I left with the 2x. On the right hand side, 18 taken away from 4 is 14. And then I need to divide it by both sides by 2. Then the final answer is 7. Now I'm going to show you the last example, 4. X over 4 minus 3 equals 7. So I will start by adding 3 on both sides of the equation. Here I did the opposite, so I cancelled the 3. Now, I am left x over 4 on the right hand side, so that it gives me 10. And now, the opposite of divided by 4 is times 4. Remember, always do the same thing on both sides of the equation. Here you did the opposite, so just cancel. Then I am left with the x, and I got the right answer.